Today we're going to show you the 5 crucial steps that you need to take in order to avoid picking the dreaded tenants from hell.
As an investor, you don't want the headache of having a tenant who doesn't pay rent or damages your property.
These steps will show you exactly how to find the perfect tenants. Those are the ones that pay on time, keep your property clean, and stay forever.
I'm Mel.
And I'm Dave.
And we're the Investor Couple. On this channel, we teach regular people just like you the secrets to time freedom, location freedom, and financial freedom through real estate investing.
Every week we post content and tips. Make sure to subscribe.
At some point, as a landlord or as a real estate investor, one of your tenants is going to either damage your property or not pay rent.
Yes, this can cause for many sleepless nights. So watch the video, pick up the tips and tricks, create some strategies and some processes in order to avoid this and to maximize what you're looking for, return on investment. Hey Mel, did you hear the joke about the last apartment in the building?
No.
It's last, but not least.
Tip number 1.
Snoop doggy dog theory. Yes, this is done by basically saying, tell me more. Now this sounds very simple, but it works. So again, the Snoop Doggy Dog theory is this: asking the potential tenant, tell me more, tell me more. Tell me more, tell me more. And honestly, tenants will open up and tell you things that they would never have thought that they would say when they're applying for an apartment.
It's important to spend the majority of your time asking questions and listening.
Melanie's going to be the landlord and I will be the potential tenant applying for an apartment.
So I'll just need you to complete this form.
Oh, why do you need a form?
Well, it's part of our policies.
Okay, well I might have a problem giving you some information.
Okay, tell me more.
Well, I don't know, income might be a problem.
Oh really? Tell me more.
Well, I quit my job and I've been living at my mom's and I need to move out and I don't know.
Tell me more.
Well, I probably won't have a good reference from the last landlord too, because when I lost my job, I didn't pay him and I kind of did some damage and it just didn't end well.
Oh, that's too bad. Tell me more.
Well, I don't know, like if you give me a shot, I can, probably hopefully take care of your unit and, not mess it up too bad.
And this is exactly why Tell Me More works. They're going to keep telling and sharing their stories with you. Tip number 2, follow your gut.
Here are a few examples of experiences we've had as real estate investors and landlords. You're going to run across scenarios where people are very eager to rent your apartment, sometimes wanting to take it on the spot without even seeing it. And you're going to think, that sounds awesome. My apartment just got rented and I didn't have to do too much.
Yes, that's a great point. And this happened to us quite a few times. Or I'll do a viewing and they'll come up to me with cash in hand and say, here, I'm ready to take it right away. Here's the cash. I have the cash right here. And they're very eager and very persistent. And that's a flag for us.
Literally, we've had people handing us cash, wanting to take the unit, and that little gut feeling inside, not that feeling of, I should probably stop to get some food on the way home, but that feeling of, I don't like this, I don't trust the situation. You need to listen to that. Yes,
if they're that eager, it's almost like they don't want you to take the time to verify their references or to rent it to somebody else. They may have a hard time renting it from other people. That's maybe why they're so eager. Or maybe they know their references won't check out, so they're giving you cash in hand so that way you go ahead and rent to them. Proceed with caution.
Now, we're not saying that everyone who pays cash is not going to be a good tenant. Not at all. But we want you to put on your detective hat and just do a little bit more digging.
Hey Dave.
Yes, my love?
How many insects do you need to make money from your rental property?
0.
Tenants.
Oh.
Tip number 3, business is business.
This is important to establish very early on with potential tenants, rules, boundaries, and expectations.
If your tenants don't understand the expectations, how are they supposed to listen to them?
So just a few examples that we like to say when we're interviewing tenants. Let them know that you have a no-nonsense policy, right? Business is business. If they are late on paying rent, you will be serving them with non-payment of rent documentation on either the second or the third. Other things that you can tell them is if there's noises that are bothering the enjoyment of the other tenants, They will be served the proper documentation and/or bylaw and police will be called. Saying these types of rules and regulations and expectations to tenants right off the hop will automatically eliminate some people that just don't want to deal with the tenant or with the landlord that has rules and regulations.
If the tenant's plan is to party all night, yet you set the expectations already that this won't be tolerated and that other tenants will be reported to them, they likely won't be moving forward and moving into your apartment.
Another example of something to say is letting them know that you do not let things go. So if they ever do not pay rent and vacate the property, they are not running away from the problem. You will be following up and applying through the courts and the credit bureau, and this will have long-term effects on their credit and their rental history.
By doing so, you're naturally going to attract the right type of tenants because you've already set the standard.
Landlord Mel, Landlord Mel.
Yes?
I can't pay my rent this month. My 85-inch TV fell off the wall, so I had to buy a new one right away. So I'm probably going to be like 4 weeks late on rent.
I don't think so. Business is business.
Oh yeah!
Number 4, dot your I's and cross your T's.
This is really important. You want to make sure that you have all the right documentation.
Examples of this can be a tenant application sheet, their photo ID, government issued ID, other things where you can verify their income, and also speaking with their references.
We control hundreds of units, and very rarely do we ever have a landlord contacting us to verify references.
We're actually surprised when we get a call from another
Yes.
landlord asking for a reference check from one of our tenants moving out. So don't be that landlord that doesn't do their due diligence, because those will be the people that will get caught with their pants down.
And bonus tip here, don't just contact their last reference, contact the one before that as well, because guess what? Some landlords will lie to you.
Hi there, I'm just calling about a reference check for Jim.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so tell me about Jim. I'm looking for a real honest reference. So how was he with paying rent?
Oh, Jimmy, he was so wonderful. Lovely, lovely young man.
Oh, okay, and how was he cleanliness-wise?
Oh, he was clean and he's just well brought up, just a really good kid.
You seem to have a relationship. Like, what is your relation to Jim?
Oh, to Jimmy, I'm his mom.
Oh, okay.
Number 5, social media. You want to use social media as your power tool when trying to find tenants. Now, here are a couple tips. Go on their page and not only look at them, look at the background. If your place is a smoke-free unit, for example, look at the pictures. Do you see cigarette butts all over the place? That may be a sign that they do smoke in their units.
Other things you can look for, we hear it all the time. People will say, I'm OCD. Like Mel was saying, look on their profile. How does it look in the background? Does it look like the apartment or the unit is clean? If you're saying that it's a non-pet friendly apartment, right? Some places can do that. Do you see pets in the background, right? So social media will give you a in-depth look into their life without prying because it's available to everyone online.
Yes, we often do screening and you'll be surprised if you spend just a couple minutes doing this, what you'll find out. You also want to use Google. Now, I know it's not social media, but it is a great platform to find out information. Look them up, and if they come up, read the articles. We've often found that there's been some charges laid to certain tenants.
And just remember, Google knows everything.
I wonder when Facebook was created.
Facebook was created in February 2004, Cambridge, Massachusetts, USA.
And if you really want to master the art of real estate investing, watch this next video. I'm Mel,
And I'm Dave.
and we'll see you next time.